I think we're finally here. The moment we've all been waiting for, the final stage of this bull market. Now, some people will tell you the bull market hasn't started yet. My view, by the way, is that at 111,000 and the fact that we're consolidating now at around that level tells me the new low is in. This is the final push, 150, 175, maybe even $200,000 over the course of maybe the next 6 to 12 months. But I guess the question therefore is why and when are we about to move? Well, I've got some key things in this video you guys need to be aware of so that you are primed to maximize your gains in this bull market, whether it's the Trump dinner, whether the fact the US is becoming a superpower when it comes to cryptocurrency, or more importantly, well, institutions simply haven't got enough Bitcoin yet. We'll break it all down for you in this video. So make sure you hit the like button and subscribe so that you stay up to date with all the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency. With that being said, let's get into it. Okay, love him or hate him, the reality is we just broke another all-time high when it comes to Bitcoin, and President Trump now coming out saying the US is, quote, dominating in Bitcoin and crypto, and quote, and we are going to keep it that way. We know there's a significant amount of investment going into the US. In fact, there is a ton of US-based companies that are absolutely making a big move over the last 24 hours, and it feels like it continually is going to the upside. Double down on the fact that Donald Trump's cryptocurrency dinner is literally starting right now at the time I'm recording this video, and it's a no holds barred, no cameras, no press, no phones for anyone in that room. Remember, some of these are really key people in the space. Top 25 wallet holders getting a select VIP meeting with the president, and then everyone for a 3-hour dinner after that. You can see here, look, between midnight or 5 p.m. Eastern, top 25 Trump holders will meet with the US President Donald Trump at a VIP reception, of which we know Justin Sun is one of those. 1 a.m. till 4:30 a.m., 6 a.m. till 9:30 p.m. Eastern. The main dinner will begin with around 220 guests invited to the meeting will attend. Now, there is a ton of stuff going on to try and stop Trump profiteering from cryptocurrency. The reality is, he's just done, I think, what most people do. Yes, he has a token. Yes, he's affiliated with it. But actually, he is just unlocking the potential of the US. Think about how restrictive it's been over the course of the last few years. And it, well, isn't anymore. You've got pro-SEC chairman Paul Atkins, you've got Cynthia Lewins banging the drum to get this regulation and bills passed for a pro-cryptocurrency stance. He understands what is happening right now. And I think this is exactly where he's good. And I would dare say there'll be some pretty interesting things coming out of that dinner, whether it's related to the Trump meme coin, whether it's just around the crypto sector, who knows? But I can't wait to find out exactly what's going on. And the reality is, and what we need to discuss is, why is Bitcoin breaking out? And here's the thing, when you scroll through your X feed, or maybe you're going through TikTok, or even here on YouTube, no one really cares right now that Bitcoin is breaking an all-time high. This is very bullish. When you think about when retail eventually comes back into the market, I broke it down yesterday in a bit more detail, but once again, this could be, in my opinion, a big moment. So the reality is Bitcoin breaking above 111 actually surged to $112,000. And asset manager Bitwise investor director Matt Hogan did state that the rally has just begun and is a harbinger for a long-term rise. He went on to say that, quote, more than $8 billion has flowed into Bitcoin ETFs in the last 30 days. This means new demand against fixed supply and pushes the price up. He added that the government increasing budget deficits and money printing policies have also pushed investors away from fiat currencies, which has increased their focus on Bitcoin. We also know there is the modern day gold rush, in which there is China trying to get as much Bitcoin, Russia's trying to do their bit, and the US obviously want to be a superpower. Hogan also went on to say, quote, the US government is no longer serious about budget cuts that calls into question the long-term value of the dollar. He also went on to say that this, quote, digital gold is what the new cryptocurrency view is, and that, quote, cryptocurrencies such as Ethereum and Solana should be evaluated more like a technology investment, and stated the nature of these assets to perform directly than Bitcoin. So you've got tons of sentiment, and the best way of looking at that is institutional investment. You can see $5.6 billion just on the day, but look at this, BlackRock buying 4,930 Bitcoin. That's about $520 million worth on today alone. And that continues an absolute rampage of humongous buying for BlackRock. 530 million yesterday. So they're going to do $1 billion in Bitcoin in 2 days. And I don't believe this is going to stop. I think we're going to see way more aggressiveness when it comes to purchasing Bitcoin. We also know Michael Saylor's strategy, looking to raise another $2.1 billion to buy more Bitcoin. So think of it that way. You're at an all-time high and Michael Saylor still doesn't have enough Bitcoin. It's kind of crazy to think about it. So if we double down on what's going on in the charts right now, it is a very interesting picture. We still want to see altcoins start to move. I did drop a video talking about 3 key things to be aware of. Again, I highly recommend watching that. But Bitcoin is in price discovery range right now. RSI is hugely oversold. So it wouldn't surprise me if we don't see a little bit more aggression. I think ETFs will continue to buy tomorrow. We may get a couple of announcements for some big corporations looking to get into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Maybe 116, 117 could be the price target, certainly where I think we will get to. And then I think we'll see some consolidation at that point before we then start our move up to maybe 130, 135. But the reality is altcoins did have a bit of a favorable day. Ethereum rallied about 2%, Solana nearly 3%. So, the altcoin bags are starting to move, but there is still a lot of work ahead. There is still some significant upside. And actually, altcoins are still significantly underperforming. Take Ethereum as an example. At $2,640, when you've got a Bitcoin brand new all-time high, doesn't quite have the same correlation. So expect altcoins to move. We'll keep you posted and keep you updated on exactly what's going on. But lots of positives, big institutional capital flowing into these markets, and I don't think it's going to stop. So let me know what you think of all of that in the comments down below. Let me know what you think is going on at that Trump dinner. I'm dead interested to know, and I can't wait to hear some of the stories coming out of it. But until next time, thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.